Jokester or one-liner? Oh, Patti. Okay. I know what you're going to pick, so I'll go ahead and write it down. She likes one-liners. She doesn't. Correct?
I don't usually do well with either one, but let's have it.
All right. Let's see what the next one-liner is. Oh, you'll like this one. I have a few jokes about unemployed people, but none of them work. I have a few jokes about unemployed people, but none of them work.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master. By the way, I've heard some great anecdotes so far this afternoon / evening / day. I am the worst joke teller. And in addition to being the worst joke teller, I also don't get a good joke. So I always tease my husband and say they need to have a joke book for dummies. So my question dealt with unemployment versus employment. I mean, right now, that is the best one-liner ever because there are a lot of people unemployed, but you know what? They choose to be unemployed. They're just getting all that stimulus money from the government. They're sitting back letting other people pay their bills. In fact, some of them are getting more money sitting at home than if they went back to their job. So why not be unemployed? Well, maybe. But how about having some integrity and go to work? You know, there's a saying that a man that don't eat don't work. And so I'm all about going to work and making sure that you can support yourself. My one-liner should be, don't be unemployed, get back to work today. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Good job, good job, good job. All right.
After 5 minutes. So we are back on our agenda. Will be coming up will be our first evaluation report by Patti Adams for 2 to 3 minutes. May I have Patti for the evaluation speech of the speech number 1, please?
Thank you so much, Eric. And I would like to ask Dan to please turn his camera on. Hi, he's back. Thank you, Dan, for a fabulous speech. I really enjoyed the message that you gave to us today. One of the things that stood out to me was that you stood up, which is really, really good because we do get very sedentary in the Zoom world, if I may use that word. And so for me, when you stand, it just gives you more power. One of the things I would like to suggest is that when you're standing, you have a little bit more flexibility to move around and even to use some gestures that we're able to see a little bit more. So you may want to implement some gestures when you're speaking. I don't know if you had a chance to read some of the messages that was in the chat, but it's some of the same things that I was going to bring out, and that's important. Right now, your lighting looks really good while you're sitting with your virtual background, but when you stood up, your light became pretty dim to where I almost could not see your face. So it's hard to see any facial expression that you were giving, which is really important when you're giving such a powerful, inspirational speech. So just keep that in mind for future speeches, that if you were going to sit and then stand, make sure that the lighting is okay for both situations. I love how you started off by thanking the past officers. That's always very genuine. You gave some really good remarks. And we did get President Distinguished. And so I kept the meeting in gallery mode because I wanted to see if everyone was engaged. And when you said that, hey, we want to be President Distinguished again, you got a lot of hand claps and waves and things of that nature. So that was a great way to pull the audience in to listen to what was going to be the next thing that you were going to be seeing. The title of your speech was Take a Chance, and a great title for a speech because you did take a chance on someone just asking you to be president, to actually being nominated and accepted to be the president. But then you took us on a journey of the other different things in life that you've taken a chance on, like with the changes in your jobs and things of that nature. So it was a very good fit for your opening body and conclusion of your message. I loved how you brought up your first, second, and third point. You already have your club success plan in place. And for maybe our non-Toastmasters or people that are visiting that's not aware, once the new officers take place, the president has to do a club success plan where all the officers come together and they have to lay out a plan. What is the vice president of education going to do? What is the vice president of membership going to do? And so the fact that you're already on board and have that done outside of a meeting and signatures, absolutely wonderful. The fact that you want to strengthen our membership. Look, we already have so many visitors that has the opportunity to join. So you talked about membership strength. Hey, anybody out there? We're more than welcome to have you. Good job on pointing that out. I love some of the word choices that you use. Like one of the phrases that you used was a yardstick we should use to measure up to when you were talking about building membership. That was also very good. I like to hear different phrases because it keeps me engaged as well. Overall, great job. Keep doing big things. And again, congratulations to our incoming president, Daniel Zane. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the evening.